Grand Convention Center in Delhi buzzes with energy. A towering structure, adorned with symbols of global unity, stands as a testament to the significance of the day's gathering. Inside, the auditorium is filled with dignitaries representing a broad spectrum of human thought: spiritual leaders, scientists, political scientists, economists, social scientists, religious leaders, philosophers, and representatives from major governments around the world. The stage, bathed in soft golden light, holds a semicircular arrangement of chairs, each meticulously placed for the elite speakers. A large digital screen behind the stage flashes the theme for this World Conference: the eternal laws of the universe, the law of oneness, and the law of vibration. The attendees, thinkers, policymakers, and academics from every corner of the globe are settled in the plush seats, buzzing with anticipation. The atmosphere is charged with curiosity and the shared sense that something monumental is about to begin. The conference has begun with first address by His Holiness Wangchuck Lama, who meticulously explained the spiritual perspective of the law of oneness. Dr. Vaishali, a revered philosopher and anchor for event. She is known globally for her deep insights into ancient wisdom and modern philosophy. She now invites the next speaker on the stage.
After listening to His Holiness Wangchuck Lama on spiritual perspective of Law of Oneness and Dr. Amit Goswami on scientific perspective of Law of Oneness, let us now invite our next speaker, Dr. Rajesh Mehta, renowned political scientist, who will shed light on political perspective of the Law of Oneness and how the Law of Oneness aligns with modern political scenario.
Good morning, distinguished guests, spiritual leaders, scientists, and esteemed participants. It is a great honor to speak before such a diverse and illustrious gathering. Today, I will be presenting the political perspective on two fundamental principles: the law of oneness and the law of vibration, and their relevance in the modern world. Let me begin with the law of oneness. This eternal principle suggests that everything in the universe is interconnected, that we are all part of a larger whole. While this concept might seem spiritual, its political implications are profound. In today's world, we are witnessing an increasing interconnectedness due to globalization, digital communication, and economic interdependence. The pandemic taught us that no nation is truly isolated. A virus spreading in one corner of the globe can affect lives and economies everywhere. Political borders may separate us, but the consequences of our actions, be it in health, environment, or economics, ripple across the world. Politically speaking, the law of oneness calls for international cooperation and multilateralism. Organizations like the United Nations, the World Health Organization, and the International Monetary Fund are embodiments of this idea. Countries must collaborate not just to secure their own interests, but to ensure global stability and peace. For instance, climate change is a crisis that transcends borders. The carbon emissions from one country contribute to rising sea levels in another. The failure of one nation to curb pollution impacts us all. The Paris Climate Agreement is a direct political manifestation of the law of oneness. Nations are coming together to acknowledge that no one country can combat climate change alone. Collective action is not just ideal, it is necessary. In a world where populism and nationalism are on the rise and nations are increasingly focusing on self-interest, the law of oneness reminds us that division only leads to conflict. Look at the ongoing wars, economic sanctions, and refugee crises. These are symptoms of our failure to recognize our interconnectedness. Policies based on isolationism, protectionism, or xenophobia are short-sighted and often detrimental to long-term peace and prosperity. By contrast, when we acknowledge our shared humanity, we pave the way for more inclusive, compassionate, and effective governance. Now let us turn to the law of vibration. This principle states that everything in the universe is in a constant state of movement and vibration. In the political arena, this can be understood in terms of the dynamism of societies and nations. Just as vibrations are never static, political systems, ideologies, and governance structures are always evolving. The rise and fall of empires, the shift from monarchy to democracy, and the emergence of new global powers all illustrate the political vibrations that have shaped human history. One clear example is the Arab Spring, where political vibrations resonated across the Middle East and North Africa. Social media played a crucial role in amplifying these vibrations as the cries for democracy, human rights, and economic justice echoed from one nation to another. A seemingly small protest in Tunisia vibrated across the region, leading to widespread political change. It was as if the energy of collective frustration and hope for a better future created a wave that was impossible to ignore. Today, in the digital age, the law of vibration is more relevant than ever. The rapid spread of information, whether true or false, can change public opinion in a matter of hours. A tweet, a video, or a piece of news can mobilize people, shift political tides, or cause unrest. Governments and political leaders must be aware of these vibrations and how to channel them for the greater good. Rather than suppressing dissent, they should harness this energy to create constructive dialogue and bring about necessary reforms. Furthermore, we are witnessing vibrations on a geopolitical scale. The rise of China, the resurgence of nationalism in various countries, and the ongoing debates about global trade are all examples of how political energies are in constant motion. Politicians and leaders must adapt to these changes rather than resist them. Nations that recognize and align with these vibrations, those that are flexible, adaptable, and forward-thinking, are the ones that will thrive in this ever-changing landscape. In conclusion, both the law of oneness and the law of vibration provide valuable insights into how political systems function and evolve. The law of oneness encourages us to see beyond borders, to cooperate globally, and to build systems that benefit all of humanity. The law of vibration reminds us that political realities are always in flux and that we must stay attuned to these shifts. By embracing these eternal principles, we can create a more harmonious, just, and sustainable world. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. This speech by Dr. Rajesh Mehta addresses both the spiritual essence and political ramifications of the laws of oneness and vibration, applying them to modern-day global politics and society.
Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe my channel and share, like, and comment.